starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another weekly. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or you want to work with me with healing, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, please hop on over to capellawellness.com. There are also links in the description box below to take you straight there. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, transformative, beautiful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. How are you today? I hope you are doing super today. And I hope all is well in your sector of the universe. I send you much, much blessings. Much, much love and many blessings to you, as I always do. All right, my lovely Gemmy Gems. What is going on with you? We're going to see what's going to go on with you. Whatever. We're going to see what's going on with you at this time. What obstacles you are facing, what lessons you are learning from this situation, what guidance spirit has for you, and how to best navigate these energies. And then we will see what's going on with you with regards to love and relationships. All right? Okay, Gemini. What is going on with Gemini right now? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Somebody else got the Six of Swords. Is it Pisces? Can't remember. Might have been. Anyway, check to see the Pisces reading, guys, because I think Pisces got the Six of Swords too. So, and I know there's this dynamic that I get for this collective, that there's like a Pisces Gemini dynamic. Okay. Anyway, we have Six of Swords and the Queen of Cups. All right, so as usual, I get a few things. And remember, guys, to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door and make sure you are honest with yourself, because dishonesty is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you to have your heart's, to align yourself with your heart's desires. So the first thing I was drawn to the Six of Swords. I heard things are getting better. Things are looking up. There's going to be a conflict of resolution. There's going to be a truce between two people or friends. Or two people, yeah. Could be with a connection with your counterpart, a family member, a friend. Take it how it resonates, right? But it's like you're just moving away from the situation. And you're saying, it's kind of like you're throwing your hands up in the air with the Queen of Cups and saying, I'm not going to be dealing with these hostilities, these conflicts, these challenges. If you are fighting with somebody, arguing with someone, if you continuously get hurt by somebody, this is you saying, you know what? I'm taking the high road. I'm getting in the boat and I'm just heading towards peace, tranquility. I'm balancing my emotions. I'm keeping my head on straight and not getting all crazy with regards to this energy that I know is not serving me. I know my paradise is in the opposite direction, so I'm going to go head there. And guys, when we're dealing with people who are trying to one-up us, who are hurting us with words or taking advantage of us, they're trying to be dishonest. They're trying to win at all costs. Okay, you could get into these situations where they make you feel defenseless. But it's up to you to get out of that situation. Nobody puts you there. If somebody continues to treat you in that manner and you allow it, that's on you. So some of you are being asked to get in that boat and get away from whatever the situation is, this lower vibrational situation, energies. And understand that you're being led by the divine. You're being led by your guides or angels, because these birds, they are driving the boat for you. You don't necessarily have to worry about steering the boat. For right now, you have to get in that boat and allow, it's kind of like I see the Wheel of Fortune with this. Allow Jesus to take the wheel, okay? Surrendering, all right, with this Queen of Cups, just going with the flow. Let go and let God. Get in the boat, all right? Because you're moving out of tumultuous waters. Just trust that the journey ahead is going to be a lot more smooth, all right? Again, going with the flow. There's a lot of water, even though this is air here, but they're showing the boat in the water here, all right? It's already in motion. So stay there. It's kind of like trust your intuition. Listen to what God is telling you. If you feel like things are going to get better, they are going to get better. But if you start getting to your mind space with the Six of Swords, be careful with that because your thoughts create your reality, right? It's like that magician energy. So trust in what you are feeling right now and be careful with being all up in your head, all right? There's this sense of people are kind of saying, oh my gosh, when is this going to end? You know, there's a lot of conflict. I'm going through all these challenges. You know, when am I going to have to stop trying to not defeat myself, but when am I going to stop having to face all these challenges? All right. It's kind of like you continuously find yourself in duels or whatever, and you end up winning, but it's always like a challenge, and you got to move to the next challenge and move to the next challenge. And apparently this might be a test for you, Gemini. But with this Six of Swords, again, it's kind of like, okay, you've gone through all those challenges. Now you're going to be in a lot more, you're going to be in a more tranquil situation, state, whatever this is. But if you are involved in somebody who is treating you poorly, all right, it's up to you to move away from that situation. Don't fight fire with fire. Don't try to one-up the other person, too, if they're trying to one-up you. It's like if you're dealing with a never-ending battle with somebody, Gemini, somebody's got to give in. And if you're the one who doesn't want to do that and the person's still not doing it, it's never going to end, all right? If you're watching this, you're going to be the one, Gemini, to get in the boat and move away from that situation. It is up to you. And it doesn't matter if the person may think that they won, they really didn't. Especially if they're the ones who cause all of this chaos, okay? This tumultuous stuff. Don't even think about it. Don't let your ego get the best of you. And what's funny is that ego is right here. You have the devil at the bottom of the deck. That's why that came out. I was channeling, and then this guy comes in, and they said, look at the bottom of the deck, Jess. It's the devil. Don't let pride and ego get the best of you. Ego, whatever I just said. Just move away. Just move away. Things are going to get better if you do something about it. All right? And just let go, let God, go with the flow. Understand that everything happens in its due time, and that, you know, God is just trying to move you to a state of peace. Look how peaceful she looks in this picture. She's like, I'm washing my hands of this situation. I'm trusting that things are going to look up, that things are getting better. For somebody here, this does have to do with moving, relocating, whether it's for a job or you've been wanting to move house. There's some sort of travel involved in this, all right? Again, take it how it resonates. So if this has to do with you relocating somewhere, you wanting to move, Gemini, again, be in that state of peace. Just go with the flow, because again, the divine, they're preparing things for this to happen. They're helping you move out of this situation, or literally move, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but that's not for all of you. That's only for some of you that it's going to resonate with. If you actually are thinking about moving. All right. Or it could even be challenges that are going on. Maybe there's financial hardships, or you're by yourself and you're doing all these things by alone, or you're a single parent and everything is under your purview. You're responsible for all these things, and, you know, having to deal with people who come at you. They might be defensive. They might try and one up you, and you're like, why is this continuing to happen? It's going to get better. Regardless, for any Gemini who's working on this, who's watching this, it's going to get better. Better times ahead. Okay. But again, if you're dealing with situations with people that are causing the conflict and the challenge, you have to be the one to walk away from it. You might be a little bit saddened by it, but you know what? What's going to be better? Your pride and ego? Oh, you know what? I'm going to win this argument. I'm not going to allow anybody to continue to do this. But sometimes you just have to throw the swords down. Be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done fighting with you. I'm going to put my ego and my pride aside. My peace is more important. Me living in a state of peace and tranquility is way more important. So somebody needs to hear that. And with this Queen of Cups, you really have to learn how to have compassion for others who treat you poorly. It's hard, guys, I know. But she understands that people are going through battles that she knows nothing about. She may have a very intuitive, she may get intuitive hits as to what those people are dealing with. I know for me, that's been the case. So then when that happens, it's like, okay, you know what? They're going through some stuff. If you're some of you are very, very psychic, you're very intuitive. When you get those hits, Gemini, trust in that. And that's why when you have that compassion and that love for the unconditional love for that person, that's when you're the one who throws down the swords and you walk away. You take the high road because you essentially know better, because you get this feeling that somebody is not right. They're like, why are they acting like this? There's got to be something going on. Maybe they told you a little bit something about what's been going on. And you're saying, you know what? I'm not dealing with that anymore. I'm still going to love you. I'm going to forgive you. But that's for me to move on, because I love myself enough to know that I don't have to take this type of treatment. But in order for me to really feel whole and be at peace, I'm going to have to forgive you. Or the Queen of Cups is going to forgive whatever she's dealing with. She knows better. She doesn't judge others. She doesn't allow herself to get into unhealthy situations. She knows that when she has a overflowing love of God going through her, it's going to purify her. It's going to wash away. I'm hearing washing away of sins. Wash away those impurities, the feelings of anger, resentment, the need to win everything or battle people or battle things. Because at the end of the day, when she surrenders to God, she goes, God, this is your battle to handle. God gives us these challenges, these little battles to deal with, to learn, for us to learn, because Five of Swords also talks about learning lessons from those situations, from those challenges. And every time we're able to move away from that and we take what we've learned with us to the next phase of our journey. This is a transition. You know what? I know when to stop this. I know that happened for me. Anything with Five of Swords energy or whatever, oh, nope, get in the boat. Before I would just continue to stay in that, or continue to allow people to strip me of my power and my integrity, allow people to take advantage of me. And then it was just like, okay, whatever. And I'd stay in that low vibrational energy, which really wasn't healthy. And I've now learned, as soon as that happens, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Because again, I love myself that much. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be winning any arguments right now. I know how to be at a state of peace. If the other person can't be at peace, that's on them. I have nothing to do with their peace. It's about my peace. And then I have to realize that when there are bigger challenges, like I was talking about earlier, some of you are wondering when things are going to get better because you've been in challenging situations where it's financial hardships, or you've been trying to really work hard and keep, stay in the fight, sort of speak, but not literally fighting. You're just trying to keep pushing forward. But then you're also realizing that there's a much bigger challenge that you're dealing with, and you're letting God take care of that, because God deals with the bigger battles. He loves dealing with those, and that is what the Queen of Cups understands. Let me just feel that love of God. Let me just go with the flow. Again, with the surrendering with her face here. Washing her hands. I'm lifting my hands up in the air. Okay, God, you know what? Jesus, take the wheel. God, take over. I'm going to allow you to handle these bigger battles because that is what you are here. That's what I need you to better understand, that you are here to fight my bigger battles for me. That's part of God's role. And he actually likes that stuff. So he loves the fact that when we trust in him and we allow him to do that for us, that's really when he comes in and he shows us what he can do in our lives. So if there are challenges here, I'm hearing restrictions. This could very well be Saturn interfering with whatever is going on, guys. If you're dealing with challenging things right now, or challenging people, or all of the above, or everything else I just said, there's something about Saturn is kind of continuing to teach you lessons, because Saturn is the Lord of Karma. Saturn is the great teacher. He's the one that really kicks our ass. It's the ruler of Capricorn, right? The double energy here. The 3D world. Capricorn is Earth. It's 3D world. It's like material things. So there's something here where there's been these restrictions because of maybe the karma that you have to play out, that you have to pay off. Or it's just that, you know, with Saturn, depending on where it is in your chart, there could be delays here. But whatever Saturn's trying to get you to understand, trying to get you to learn, he may delay the blessings for you, but Saturn never denies you of those blessings. It's about learning your karmic debt. I mean, paying off your karmic debt and learning your karmic lessons. That's when you get the reward. So that's what I'm getting with this. I'm also hearing the devil no longer has over me, right? Especially for those of you, if you're dealing in, you know, really crappy situations with people, right? The energy of the Five of Swords that I talked about. You're saying I'm not, that's devil energy. It can be devil energy. You're saying I'm not letting the devil take control of me anymore. Take a hold of me. Look at, it's just strings. I can cut those strings off. Easy as that. Let me go get a pair of scissors. This guy doesn't control my life. Right? So there's something about this devil energy. Temptations even. Restrictions by Saturn. Toxic relationships. Okay? And relationships of all kinds. Holding yourself back. Afraid to face your fears. I'm looking at this card. I don't know why. They're making me look at this person's eyes. This is a little bit interesting because somebody's trying to talk to me through this card. You could be dealing with somebody who has blue eyes or green. Very light eyes. If you look, this person has very light eyes. It's kind of very, what's the word? It's kind of like, I'm thinking of a snake charmer. There's a word, it's like, not seductive. It's, although the devil can be about seduction. It's like enticing, mesmerizing in a sense. You know how, I think it's in the Jungle Book where you look into that snake's eyes. I think it's Ka. And then you get into this trance. I don't know why I'm saying this, but maybe you're dealing with somebody who has eyes like this. And see, if I'm looking at it through my camera lens, it's like I have to stop looking at that. This is really strange. Some of you may be very mesmerized or charmed by someone or something. And Spirit's like, no. You got to move away from this. Okay. You got to move away from this and learn the art of forgiveness and compassion and unconditional love. Right? Don't let your ego get in the way here. Watch the ego, which is why I say keep your unhealthy ego at the door. Put this devil by the door. Let's go put it somewhere. I don't know. But again, I'm getting a lot of things for different people. But either way, Know that divine is leading you to a better place. You just have to allow God to do that for you. Right? When I say surrender, following your intuition, listening to God here, not this guy. You stay tied to this guy, you're going to stay stuck in the Five of Swords energy, and then you won't get in that boat, and there won't be peace in your life. All right? This is weird, guys. There's something that this devil's trying to tell me, this card. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. I was looking at this. They said, look at this again, Jess. Again, it's, I don't know, it's somebody's trying to talk to me. I just heard, I love you, please come back to me. Because look at the hand. It's kind of like the return card in Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Oracle. I know, I don't remember the number of it, but I have it here somewhere. But that's what I'm seeing. Mystic Moon has a deck where there's a return card. The guy kind of looks similar like this. Spirit, why are you having me do this? So, guys, that's what I heard. Hold on. They're having me do something here. Oh, my God. They want me to get the card out. Hold on. Let me... I have all this crazy stuff here, guys. Guys, bear with me, please. I think it's in here. Bear with me. I don't know why they're having me do this. Well, this is interesting. This is really interesting. They told me to stop. Look what's here. Commitment, union, spring. We are in the spring. Okay. It's got to, I know it's in here. It has to be in here. But anyway, guys, that's what I heard. They told me to look at that person again in the card. There it is. This is what I saw. And when I said, look at this again, I heard, I love you, please return to me. You see, this is what I saw when there's the card right there. That's what I'm getting for some of you. It's like somebody's returning. Okay? And this is weird because we're looking at the double here. It could very well mean, Gemini, for some of you, that your person has this very strong desire to come back. Okay? This is crazy. I've never channeled something like this before, but there's always a reason for that, right? This is, yeah, Mystic Moon's Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Okay. Okay, they want me to keep it there. Anyway, that's another message for somebody. This is for someone who's kind of been, they're in their element. They're a true divine feminine right here. This is divine feminine. Very psychic, very intuitive, very at peace. She understands about compassion, forgiveness, unconditional love. She's not getting caught up in bullshit. All right? She's at peace. So apparently because she's at peace and she's going with the flow here, this person, she's like energetically drawing this person to her. I'm hearing it again. I love you. Please come back to me. This is nuts. Okay. And here's the other thing. With that message there, with what this guy and this devil card's telling me. For some, you are transitioning to a better phase in your life. It's like goodbye to the old, hello to the new. One part of your journey has ended. Now you're transitioning to another one. This could very well mean you're transitioning into the next level of your relationship with your counterpart, with somebody. It doesn't have to be a counterpart. It could be somebody that you've had a falling out with, right? There's unfinished business with, whether it's your counterpart, a friend, a parent. Take it how it resonates, okay? But there is moving to the next level in a relationship, or like improving on that relationship that was not healthy, that was, you know, things were left unsaid is what I'm hearing, okay? So that could be for those of you who are getting that message with this guy in this card, I love you, please come back to me type of thing. There it is. So there's something refreshing here. There's something new where there's no more of this things left unsaid, this unfinished business thing between you and another person. And again, with that Queen of Cups, some of you, whoever you have a connection with, your relationship is leveling up. It's kind of like the engagement card in the Romance Angels. It's moving to the next level of commitment, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm also hearing that this person in here who's been talking to me has an incredible amount of love for you, and you have an incredible amount of love for them. And because that love is so strong, she's vibrating at the agape level, the violet flame here. Because that love is so strong, you guys are calling each other. It's like calling in your soulmate type of thing. Okay. But yeah, but another message here is, again, there's something about travel. All right, you're getting intuitive hits about travel. Trust in what your intuition is telling you. Oh, if you're wanting to move, Gemini, or you're wanting to relocate, change cities, change states, change jobs, transition to a better job or something like that, the devil's trying to interfere with your mind space. And I know Geminis can get caught up in the mind. I know because I am a Gemini sun, if you don't already know. If you're a double Gemini, that kind of makes it a little bit more challenging. I'll put it that way. It's like the devil's trying to pull you back. The devil could be really interfering with your brain, causing you to doubt, causing you to overthink things, or somebody said something to you or something happened, and it's kind of like the devil's saying, oh, that's not going to happen, Gemini. You can't move. You're not seeing anything. It's going to be like, because you can't see anything, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's like there's this interference between God and the devil here. The devil's trying to get you to think that whatever your intuition is telling you, whether it's moving, changing jobs, or, things getting better for you, or you literally moving, it's like the devil's trying to come in to interfere with that thought. There's this big conflict between your intuition, the 5D world, and the 3D world. So be careful with this, because there's something here that might be tempting. Some of you might get something that's tempting, and deep down inside, you know that that's not it. Or people are causing you to think that you need to do something when your intuition is telling you that something's coming, something else is coming. That's what I'm getting. This is nuts. Oh my God, look what's underneath the devil. See what I talk about with the mind? The doubt, the lack of self-confidence. You're thinking you're stuck. You're like, take the blindfold off. The devil is telling you, oh, you don't see anything happening, Jess. Or Gemini, see how my name came out? You don't see. The devil's trying to get you to, or another Jess is watching this. You don't see anything happening, Gemini. You're not going anywhere. Your intuition is wrong. And then you start to doubt. And then the monkey mind kicks in. When in reality, everything is fine. All is well, all is as it should be, is what I just heard. You're not blindfolded. These birds aren't surrounding you. You're not tied up. That's the illusion. This guy is causing you to think heavily, overthink this, like a total mental entrapment, to get you to believe that what you think, what your gut is telling you, what your intuition is telling you about moving or transitioning or your life getting better is not true. Somebody needs to hear that, because I'm getting that very strongly with this. This is also the really shadow side of this. The devil telling you, like, come back to me, to my space. I want you to be stuck in the 3D world. I want you to be chained to me. I don't want you to believe that what God is telling you is actually going to happen, because he doesn't want that. Because when people move away from him because they're listening to God, they're trusting their intuition. That's how God speaks to us. He loses that person. So be careful with this. That this guy's trying to do everything in his power to try to get you to stop trusting what your intuition is telling you. When take this how it resonates, to how it applies to your situation, guys. This guy's trying to get you to stay stuck in your mind, to doubt, to be fearful of something not happening or something not transitioning. Okay? Right there. You got to rise above this. You got to meditate, get to center, really connect with God, again, if that happens or if that's happening, and surrender. It's like, okay, God, I trust in you. I trust in you. That's what I'm hearing from this person. Her half of her body is above the water. The other half is below. She's making sure she has head-heart balance. She's not allowing her emotions to get the best of her. She's not allowing this to get into her headspace. Because deep down inside, she knows that this guy is causing this. All right? And now Midnight's here. She's trying to give assistance in this reading. She's been doing that quite a bit lately. I know there's been some interesting things going on, or some readings have been a little bit heavy. Let's see what the obstacles are with this situation. If the devil comes out, I'm going to laugh. Oh my God. Wow. 5 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Did I not say that? 7 of Wands. Guys, 9 of Swords shows up. The bottom of the deck. You got to break the cycle of being all up in your head. Thinking that it's hopeless because you don't see anything. Again, you are supported by the angels, by your spirit team, God. They are there to help you. You're not alone in this. Some of you are wondering, when am I going to stop being alone? When am I going to overcome all these challenges? It's been so tough. It's wreaking havoc on my brain. Some of you, you're losing sleep over this. Yet what is your gut telling you, Gemini? Trust me, I know it's hard. I almost got to 9 of Swords last night. I'll be completely honest with you. I was talking to my mom and some other people, and something came up, and then what happened? I started getting close to the 8 of Swords, and I knew when to not get into the 9 of Swords. I said, nope. This is what the devil does. The devil comes in, and you go from the 8 to the 9, and it's just insane. And you start to worry. You start to stress out. You give into this fear. Like, I don't think this is ever going to happen. This is not going to turn around. Holy shit. Like, I'm in total despair. I don't know if I can overcome this. Yes, you can. For whoever needs to hear this, Gemini, you can overcome this. Again, it's about surrendering to God and just meditating and being at peace with yourself. Some of you got to break the cycle of getting into this up in your head energy. Somebody's freaking out. Somebody's nervous about something. I could very well be picking up on your person's energies. They want me to pick this card up again. That's why they had me keep it on my table over here. Someone's nervous, stressing out probably about saying that to you, or you saying that to them, Gemini. Take it how it applies to your situation. They're losing sleep because it's like, or maybe you can feel this, Gemini. Someone's losing sleep. Someone's really getting nervous, stressing out about coming back. Not only coming back, but expressing their emotions. Oh, thank you, Spirit. That's part of what the other Queen of Cups was talking about, the other message. Somebody is about to move forward with expressing their emotions to you. It's like an outpouring of their emotions. They're going to be vulnerable. They're now ready to express it. If the King of Cups came out, I would see that person, why the person's stressing out. But it could be both. Because apparently what I'm getting is that person was King of Cups, had a lot of love for you, and they kept it in for a long time. And now that they know in order to get out of this situation, they can't keep overthinking this. They can't keep living in a life of despair, hopelessness. I missed my chance. It's over. I don't think it's going to work out. But their gut is telling them something else. God is telling them something else. Saying, Gemini, or it's you. You know how you feel. It's not a joke. We've been telling you that everything's going to be fine. Get out of your head. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't miss this opportunity. I'm hearing you got to shoot your shot. You know that you want to go back to somebody. Listen to what we are telling you. It's like this person's having a conversation with God right now about it, possibly, or this happened before. But apparently somebody has been like worried, sick. They could be worried sick about you, Gemini. But this person could be really freaking out, stressing out, losing sleep because they know they're preparing to come back, to express their love to you with that Queen of Cups. And that's what I said. I channeled the message, I love you, please come back to me. It's right here. Okay? With the Nine of Swords. So that's either your energy or your person's energy. Take it how it applies. But if you guys are in this, you got to find peace, solace within yourself. Right? I can't deal with this. This is right before the 10. This is why Spirit is telling you, you got to get in the boat. You have to be the one to get out of this by you doing something about it, Gemini. And this card tends to show up in your readings. You really have to do something about clearing your mind here. Release yourself from the pain and the suffering. You're not alone. You always have people with you. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors. You even have other people in the human world that can help you with this energy. But this is about breaking that cycle of doing some serious overthinking. And something happens, like I said, then you start to worry, you start to stress out. Oh my God, well, my gut was telling me this, and you felt fine one day, the next day, you're just like, you're this all over again. It's like a back and forth. But you know what it is that you need to do. Okay? And if you are worried, if you're the one or your person's the one worried about coming forward with expressing their truth and their feelings, you know, conflict of resolution, you have to get into this state of surrender, Gemini. There's also something about somebody moved recently and they received some news about something and they're freaking out about the news that they received. I'm hearing some sort of illness. So there's something about taking care of yourself, focusing on self-love and healing. I'm hearing somebody can actually heal themselves. Or there's somebody that you know that can heal you. Could be a water sign, could be a psychic. Okay? I don't know why that's coming through, but for whoever this is for, there's something about somebody who can actually help you with your healing. Somebody who's a psychic or a tarot reader even, because that's the energy I'm getting with this. And you're worried about something, but apparently there's somebody who's very loving, very compassionate, who's an amazing healer. She's an amazing healer. Somebody could give you counsel, something like that. I don't know where this is coming from, but apparently somebody heard some news about something, or they're stressed, they're worried. They're like, what just happened to my life? I just heard like something happened. Either you moved away from some place to a better place, but something got worse. Okay, this is about something getting worse. I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that. But anyway, somebody's really stressing out. And here, with the Five of Wands, this is about making amends. Finding harmony and peace from conflict and chaos. I talked about conflict and chaos. All right. So, we see how people are climbing over one another. If you're dealing with competition or, you know, trying to one-up somebody, or somebody's doing that to you, Gemini, just let that go. Just let it go. If you're trying to fight somebody like that, there's no point in doing that. You're tired of it. It's like it's stressing you out. It's like, why does this keep happening? If that's happening to you, Gemini, that's because you haven't done this. You haven't gotten in the boat. Okay? Obstacles. Again, arguments, fighting, and the Five of Swords did not come out, but I strongly channel this Five of Swords every time this card comes out. All right? You need to move away. You have to find your own peace here. It's up to you to get out of this predicament. All right? This is burdensome. I don't see the Ten of Wands, but I feel it. People are being pushed down. Some people try to climb over you. Nope, we're not dealing with that, Gemini. There's also something about too much going on. People vying for your attention. There's There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of activity surrounding you, and you're trying to maintain your center. It's like you're trying to climb up all these challenges, all these crazy things going on to get to the light. All right. This is also like, stop trying to beat yourself up. And whatever's going on in your life, Gemini, you have to find your center. You have to stay at peace with everything going on, because when you don't stay at your center, this is what happens. For you guys especially, this is what happens. And you have to break out of that cycle. You have to learn to deal with challenges and conflicts, whether it's with people or situations or experiences in life. And you say, you know what? I surrender to God. I'm just like, I got to go with the flow. Yeah, it's crazy. This is chaotic. This is challenging, but I can overcome this. And if you don't know how to do that, that's probably why I was getting a message that some of you need to seek someone or seek God's help in helping you to maintain your center when things go crazy. Okay? There's also another message for that person. They always want to bring me back this card. The person who's returning, there's something here that your obstacle has been. You're thinking it's hopeless because you're thinking you ran out of time, or there's other competition, especially if you're dealing with a counterpart and you're trying to tell somebody how you feel. You need to express something or to communicate, or like, that you need to make peace between this person. All right? Conflict of resolution right there, by opening your heart up and expressing how you feel, because apparently it's kind of it's causing a lot for you if you're the one who's holding this in. And maybe you're getting caught up in not allowing yourself to move forward with this, again, with the return stuff. It's because you think that there's somebody else. You think that you're going to have to compete with somebody. You think that the person you're going to pour out your heart out to has competition. I mean, that you're going to have competition. You're going to find out that there are other people who want to, here court Gemini, other people who want to be in Gemini's life. And that could be making you feel like this. When you give into the fear, guys, we saw the devil. The devil's trying to pull you back, because the devil doesn't want you to be happy. He wants you to be stuck in this and this. The devil doesn't want you to be in that relationship or to have that job or to move. The devil doesn't want you to be at peace. He wants you to be in chaos. You see how different it is? This is devil energy right here. Yes, there are light sides to this, but because these are obstacles, this is a devil right here. All right. You got to find some harmony here. This is also about making amends. Somebody's afraid about making amends with somebody. They think that it's not going to work out. It's like you go back and forth. I'm seeing Two of Pentacles. Because of this, you start to doubt, and then that doubt leads into this fear. It leads into that worry, the stress, the anxiety, the hopelessness. I can't do this. I don't think this is going to work. I keep hearing this is hopeless. It's not hopeless unless you actually believe it is, Gemini. With that wheel, what did I say? Let Jesus take the wheel. Let go of control. Just go with the flow, roll with the punches. I see she has dice around her neck. I'm hearing taking a risk. Learning the consequences of your actions, but there's somebody here who understands that there needs to be a conflict of resolution. This conflict has to end. This mental state has to end too. This is also breaking the cycle. Now it's a major arcana. This is something that you guys repeatedly do over and over and over again. This is a karmic pattern that you have to break, where you get into worry and stress and anxiety. This could also be if you're having a job where you're doing a lot and your health is tanking and there's a lot of stress in your life. unexpected things are happening to you, Gemini, for whoever needs to listen to this, because you're not learning from your karmic lessons. You're not learning to slow down. You're not learning to surrender to God. You're not learning to go with the flow. You tried to control things. This could be something about money. You're trying to manipulate stuff. And then you get handed more karma because you're trying to control instead of trying to surrender and just go with the flow. And trusting in your intuition. Wow, this is weird. I heard I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have moved. I should have listened. Something like that. I'm getting messages for whatever reason. But yeah, apparently for some, you get yourself into this chaos here. Where there's too much going on. You don't slow down. And then it causes this stress and you can't sleep and you get ill or something like that. Because you're too stuck in the hamster wheel. You're trying to force things to happen, and what's happening is that you're getting hit with your karma. Until you learn how to stop taking control of things, Gemini, you're going to continue to get into unexpected situations here. But you have to understand that that's God, the universe, trying to get you to learn from that lesson, whatever this is. This is repetitive. We have two breaking the cycles here. You got to break that cycle of getting into stressful anxiety states, something like that. You really, really, really have to be focusing on your healing here. There's something about learning how to go with the flow, because some of you are trying to control things. You are destined for something greater, Gemini. You just have to allow the universe to pull you in directions to get you there. Even if you can't see it, even if it's like, wait, I wasn't expecting to be in this situation. No, I don't like it. I'm going to try to manipulate it. Nope, don't do that. Again, go with the energy of the Queen of Cups, because if you try to control this wheel, you continue to get hit with unexpected, sudden things, and it's like, what just happened? Why do I keep getting hit with this stuff? It's because you're not learning your lessons. Stop worrying. Stop stressing out. Take better care of your mental health, your mental state. There might have been somebody here who did have a mental illness, or you're having one now. Get to this. You will feel a lot more peace when you get out of your mind and get out of this thing about maybe you're fearful of being betrayed again. That's for somebody who's coming forward, returning to somebody. You could be fearful of being betrayed again when you come forward with how you feel, or you express your emotions or something. Again, there's something about you really get up in your head about it. Where's the faith in this? Where's God in this? Trust with your intuition. You guys are very psychic. Somebody's stalling is what I heard. You know that this is your destiny. I was going to say Pisces. Oh my God. You know this is your destiny, Gemini. You have to allow things to just roll. Just go with it. Destiny, the way that we look at destiny is not the way that God looks at our destiny. God is the one who's controlling all of this, not you. You have to believe in luck. You have to take a chance. This is a decisive moment for you. You either do it or you don't. This is about life cycles. This is the it's time card. This is about going through major changes. External forces are causing these changes to happen because some of you are not breaking those cycles. You're not learning your karmic lessons. There's a big turning point here. Major change is about to happen, but some of you may very well be trying to control because you're afraid of that change, and you're saying, well, I want to be at peace. I want things to be different, but I'm going to do it my way. No, don't. Just let the wheel turn, Gemini. Just let the wheel turn. Okay? Things are happening beyond your control. And if you guys are getting hit with the karma again, that's because you're trying to control too much. Seven of Wands. This is the Tom Petty card. My Tom Petty card. See how she's in a yogic state? Somebody might be being spiritually attacked, because we saw the Devil and the Nine of Swords and Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands tends to be a spiritual attack, a card for me. But this, I talked about meditation. Get to a meditative state to get over that monkey mind, to get over that fear. All right? Don't listen to what other people are telling you. You may be dealing with people who are telling you, Gemini, that's not going to work out. Gemini, like, you're doomed. Gemini, you know, this is, you know, what are you doing? That's a stupid idea. It's hopeless. Shit. If somebody's telling you that somebody's hopeless, or something is hopeless, Gemini, stop listening to them. Stop. You are this. You are very intuitive. Stop listening to other people who are telling you that something is hopeless. Or that it's done. It's the end. It's like total despair. It's not going to work out. Like I said, if somebody is telling you that, Gemini, where's their faith? Okay? I wouldn't be dealing with people who are trying to tell me something that is the opposite of what God is telling me. I wouldn't be dealing with people who are saying, it's worthless, Jess. It's hopeless. It's not going to work out. Just, you know, you got to do something about it. You got to control the situation. God isn't going to work miracles. God isn't going to work it out. If you're dealing with those people, they need to be out of your energies, because those people are also affecting you or affecting your vibration. All right. Don't listen to the outside world. And if you're getting messages that contradict what you have been feeling in your heart space, whether it's on YouTube or you see a sign or something like that, that actually happened to me the other day. And I said, wait a minute. They're telling me to do that? But God's telling me something else. Be careful, because the devil is at play here. The devil's really preventing you guys from really achieving something beautiful here with whatever this is. Moving to calmer waters, things looking better. Oh my God. The devil doesn't want this. So stop listening to people who are not for your highest good. All right? And be careful with your mental state, with your energies, because if you're being spiritually attacked, psychically attacked, you got to get to center here. Be at peace with yourself. Pray about it. Somebody's like resisting. They're afraid of conflict. They're afraid something's going to go wrong. Some chaotic situation. You can't back down, Gemini. And you can't give up. This is perseverance and endurance here. You've been putting a lot of effort into something. You need to keep going. You really need to keep going. There's something about your intuition telling you something here. Your intuition is correct, is what I just heard. This is also about making amends. You're thinking this is a lost cause. You want to compromise, but you're thinking it's too late. You have this cycle of backing down. You want to do something and then you back down. You want to do something, you want to back down. You know that this is something worth fighting for. You know you need to make a stand and tell other people, hey, it's my life. I'm going to do what I want to do, but I'm going to do what's for my highest good. And I'm going to do what my intuition is telling me to do, not what everybody else is telling me to do. You're trying to avoid conflict here. But this is Spirit telling you to compromise. Some of you are avoiding compromising with somebody, which is why I got with that Five of Swords. Somebody keeps wanting to win an argument. Somebody could also very well be fearful of defeat, because maybe you were the one who was stripping somebody of their power and integrity. You were the one who kept trying to take somebody's swords and walk away and be like, I got your swords. You can't hurt me because I hurt you first. There's some dynamic with this here. Again, this is only for some people, not for everybody. So somebody knows that they need to come clean and they need to bring peace to the situation. But there's this energy. You know you need to make amends. That's here twice. But you're afraid. Either there's competition, especially if you want to move to the next level in a relationship with somebody. You pour out their heart to them. The emotions are revealed here. You express the emotions. I want to make peace with you. I want to make amends. I heard, please come back to me again. But there's this energy of you keep getting into this cycle of going back and forth. Like, you think that it's going to go wrong. You think that somebody else is in the picture. You think that somebody's better than you, or you keep self-sabotaging. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. It's a lost cause. It's not going to work out. This is hopeless. I don't know if harmony and peace can be brought into this. Some people are telling you, yeah, you know what, Gemini, there's no way. There's no way. It would take a miracle for somebody to forgive you. It would take a miracle for somebody to take you back. It would take a miracle for you to move to that house, or to transition into that other place, or that job, whatever that is. Those people don't know shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. Miracles do exist. She knows miracles exist. There's fate here. Something needs to come to an end with this 10. All right? Stop backing down. Start fighting for what you know is right for you. This is a huge test from the universe. You are being tested by all types of forces here beyond your control, and God's trying to see, are you going to be able to handle this? Are you really going to trust your intuition here, what I'm telling you? There's a lot coming at you from all sides, Gemini. And it's causing a tremendous amount of fear, anxiety, stress, whatever this is for you. Hopelessness. Hopelessness is a very, very strong energy for me with that card. You definitely have to break that cycle. Change is going to happen, and you can't do anything about it, Gemini. And if you keep trying to control things, guess what? You're going to get hit with more of the karma. This is a very fated thing that is coming in here, Gemini. And for the others of you, with your transitioning, some of you are literally moving, your relationship's moving to the next level. Yeah, the wheel is turning up in your favor. Because you were being carefree. You were letting God take over and saying, you know what? I know this is all about divine timing. I'm just going to roll with the punches. I know that some of these things are beyond my control, so I'm going to let God do his work. Let God do his work. But you have to trust in God first. And you have to believe in miracles. Through God, all things are possible. There is going to be a major change happening in your life. There is something here about somebody's financial state's going to change, something about a jackpot. You're being greatly, I'm hearing a karmic payout with this wheel. For some of you. For those of you who are not in this chaos and you're not in despair and you're not freaking out and you're listening to your intuition, you're going with the flow. You're not controlling things. Because you were patient, because you were calm and serene, things are suddenly shifting for you now. There's an expansion here. There's great fortune. There's great reward because you've paid off your karmic debt. Even when things were being thrown at you, Gemini, you kept your peace. You maintained your center. Through all these challenges, you said, nope, devil, I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give in. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to keep going. Even all this chaos and crazy stuff's going on, I know that I'm leveling up. These challenges are helping me to get ready for the next phase of my journey. That's Six of Swords. This is like combat training for me, spiritual combat training. Every challenge that we face, Gemini, is to help us to really level up. See, you're at the bottom and you're moving to the top. But what you're doing is you're always following the light. And you're not listening to the outside world, especially people trying to bring you down from that cliff. They're trying to tell you things that you know are not for your highest good, that do not resonate with your heart space. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I shouldn't say that. Queen of Wands, the shadow side with this obstacle here. Stop trying to control. Stop doing it. It's my way or the highway, because it is not. For those of you who think you can have everything in order and control your life, do not do that, because what's happening to you now is some of you are really getting kicked in the ass by karma. And I'm saying it that way because my guides are actually not happy about it. All right? I said my way or the highway, did I not? This is who she is. The shadow side of her just wants to have full control. Very temperamental. If something doesn't go her way, she gets aggravated, she gets frustrated, and then her masculine side goes up in flames, and she's like, nope, I need to manipulate this. I need to change this. It has to be what I said it's going to be, and it has to be what I said it's going to look like. No, it doesn't. When you do that, you get kicked really hard by this wheel and it goes in the opposite direction. More karma gets you, more karma gets you. And you're like, what the hell, man? When is this going to end? It ends when you release control. Right there. It ends when you go with the flow, Gemini. God has a bigger plan for you. And you have to trust in that. She's also a judgmental person when she's not shining her light. This is also some of you are allowing all this stuff to dim your light. When you are a Nine of Swords and Five of Wands and all these crazy things, you are allowing all these crazy situations to dim your light. And when you dim your light, the devil comes in for the kill. Oh, Gemini, their light is really low. They're low vibrational. Let's come in. He sends his minions, his enchants and all that stuff. And then everything just turns into chaos. And the devil's like, I need you to come back here, Gemini. You're better safe with me when you know that you're not. Okay? Very demanding. You're not moved easily. Being a pessimist. Juggling too many things. There's a strong will about her, but some of you, your strong will, it's not serving you. Okay? There's something about lack of confidence and courage. You have this within you, Gemini. But you have to stop trying to control things because of fear of whatever this fear is for you. It's like, when is this going to end? It ends when you stop taking control of the wheel of karma. You got to stop doing it your way. Or it's thinking your way or the highway. Stop being demanding. Stop doing too many things. That's going to be triggering for some of you. But that message needed to be said. And if it's not something where you're trying to control, Gemini, you really have to see the light within you. Don't let anybody dim your light. You're the one who's ultimately responsible for good fortune and positive things to happen in your life. But when you try to do it the opposite, don't expect more positive things to happen. The opposite will occur. All right. Let's see what the lesson here is. Oh my goodness. What's the lesson here, Gemini? For Gemini? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Oh man. 5 of Pentacles. This is a worth issue. Not feeling worthy. Down and out. Despair. Woe is me. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. No, no, and no. You put yourself in victim mode. You put yourself in pain and sorrow and suffering. I know people are not going to like that, but I don't give a shit because I speak my truth, okay? The key is right there. The light is there. I talked about following the light. You need to be heading towards the light. It is always there. That's what brings you salvation. It brings you peace. It brings you abundance and good fortune. It's always in the light. All this other stuff that you think that you want, Gemini, it's not in the dark. That's the devil trying to keep you there. I did talk about a financial hardship. All right? And this is it. Some of you have to understand that the material world, it doesn't make you or break you. It's about what's within, you know, that divine love of God, the Ace of Cups, the ultimate fulfillment is found within. It's not found in money. It's not found in jobs or relationships. Okay? This is about accepting things for the way that they are. And I said all is well and all is as it should be. If you think things aren't going according to plan, things are going according to plan, Gemini. You just don't see it. You're feeling down and out. There's something about your finances haven't been improving for some of you. Everything happens in divine timing. This is a huge lesson to understand your worth, that you have to come out of this low vibration if you want things to change. There's a lot of lack of doubt here, lack of self-confidence. Again, the pity party, guys, it's not going to help you. That key is the light within you. You just got to get up, get your head out from in between your legs, go over there, get the key, and put it in the lock. That's it. Rejection, abandonment, being left out in the cold. Maybe this was done before, but that happened for a reason. It was to get you to get back up and stand in your power and become the true divine feminine. And it doesn't matter if you're masculine or not. I mean, male or not. Because feminine is an energy, all right? She doesn't feel less than worthy. When she gets rejected, she knows that there's a reason for that, because rejection is protection. There's also about illness. Again, I felt that somebody was ill. Okay. If all this stuff is causing some sort of illness, guys, you have to just take it easy and stop trying to control everything. If you're the person who works ungodly hours because of the money, you're looking at it the wrong way. The more you do that, the more you do yourself in. It's not about the money. You are here for spirit and service. It's not money. And even if there's like financial hardship and stuff, don't get caught up in that. That's lack mentality. You continue to come from a place of lack, you will continue to attract lack. And then there's the karmic lessons that come with it too. Some of you need to slow down, and you really need to take better care of your mindset, your health, your well-being. Maybe a lot of stress has really caused some illness for you. And for some of you, the stress has to do with working so hard and juggling too many jobs, too many things, working too many hours, doing it your way and your way only, because there's something here about materialism that some of you are overly focused on. You're going about it the wrong way, I have to tell you. It's like you're afraid of not having enough. Maybe you grew up poor. That is an ancestral pattern that some of you are going to have to come up with. Maybe you didn't have much when you were a kid. And as I say ancestral pattern, look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Ancestral patterns. This is an ancestral pattern card for me. Or maybe you kept being rejected and you're like, oh, no, nobody rejects Gemini. And then you can try to control things. Guys, if you're resonating with this, you know it's not working for you. This is a huge, huge message for you to understand that what you're doing needs to change. Change. Number 5, we have 2 5s here. This is also about change. But this is the change that the universe creates that you cannot avoid. All right? And for the person who's trying to return back to somebody else's life, with that fear and that hopelessness, you think that you're going to be rejected. There's this fear of rejection. You think you're going to be abandoned again because your ancestral patterns, your inner child wounds with abandonment is surfacing again. Yet, you guys have the Queen of Cups. You know that this is not going to happen. Because you know when you come back to this person, this is your destiny. You guys are fated. And some of you are doubting that right here. But your intuition is telling you something different. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. You may have left this person before. You may have rejected this person before or left them out in the cold. And you're afraid you're going to get hit with your karma when they're going to be like, well, you did this to me. Now I'm going to do this to you. Somebody's afraid of this. If somebody does that, Gemini, they're definitely not coming from a divine place. They are still distorted and their ego is definitely getting in the way. But you already know that this person that you want to return to, even though you rejected them several times, maybe 5 times, you have this feeling that this is not going to happen this time around. Because what I'm hearing is that they always come back, or when you come back, they still answer you, or they still talk to you or something. And it's not like they're not some crazy person who comes after you or curses you out or says, don't talk to me ever again. If you've gone back to that person several times and they didn't really reject you then that should be a sign that there is a huge possibility that when you do that the next time around, that they're not going to leave you out in the cold. Because apparently this doesn't happen again. What I'm getting very strongly is this song by Carlos Rivera. It's called Vuelve. It's a gorgeous acoustic guitar song, and this guy's voice is just phenomenal. That song was popping up in my feed, and I listened to that incessantly for God knows how long. But I'm a big acoustic guitar person. But it's in Spanish, guys. Go look that song up. It's by Carlos Rivera. It's entitled Vuelve, V-U-E-L-V-E. Translated into English if you don't know Spanish. There's a huge message for you there. Okay? That song does talk about this person tries to forget somebody, and like either they come forward or something happens, and that person always comes back. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. And if that person comes back to you, then that person is yours. All right. So there's something here about somebody is fearful of rejection here. And there's like a karmic pattern with that, an ancestral pattern with fear of abandonment. Maybe a family member abandoned you or rejected you or left you out of the cold, or maybe, again, you grew up poor. Take it how it resonates. or somebody left your life. A family member might have left your life. Something like that. Remember, that's not for everybody. But you have to accept things for where they are. And if you're feeling bad about you rejecting somebody or things not working out for you, you know, you're the one who has to get out of this state here. Because if you don't, you're not going to be in vibrational alignment with your heart's desires. You're really wanting something, Gemini, but there's something here where this is a lesson about you learning your self-worth and your value. That, you know, we all make mistakes and we all do things that aren't really, you know, great, but there's always a lesson to learn from this. You have to have a more positive mindset. Look ahead that things are going to get better because look, it's right here. Turmoil, alienation, like, woe is me, like nothing's going to come of this situation, but we have the Six of Swords. Things are going to improve, Gemini. You have to believe that. This is another turning point card if you look at this from the reverse of this card. Coming out of the woods, coming out of the dark. See, you got to get out of the dark. But in order for things to improve, guys, you have to be literally the one to get out of the dark. You have to be in the light. Accept things for what accept what happened. Okay? Move forward. And if you know if this has to do with a job where you're working too much, and you're trying to control, or just trying to control life in general, you know what? This is just a karmic lesson for you to learn, to stop doing that, and to really elevate your vibration. Positive changes are on the way, but it's really about what you're vibrating at. If you are low vibe and you just don't think that anything is going to happen, you know, and you're having a pity party over it, or you feel like you're victimized every time by something or someone, then you're going to stay in these energies and you will continue to get hit with low vibrational things because like attracts like. The others of you, like I said, there is something about your financial situation is changing with that Wheel of Fortune, because before your money was been a little tight. You've been having to determine what to spend on. I only have money for this and I can't pay that, something along those lines. But as long as you are hopeful, as long as you have trust and you have faith and you're going with the flow, and God's telling you, you know what, I told you things are going to change, you just have to trust me. You're staying in the light and you're in vibrational alignment with that, that's when the karma, the universe says, oh, Gemini's vibration changed. They didn't get caught up in the material world. They took care of their health. They didn't overdo it. They didn't try to control things, especially worrying about their money and trying to control stuff to make sure that they had the money or something like that. They knew that the key was within them, and that was the light. So they weren't down and out about this. They took the key and went through the door. It was a great achievement for this person to do that, or you, Gemini. A huge accomplishment. You started to find a lot more happiness in your life because you overcame those ancestral patterns, especially of rejection, abandonment, financial hardship, money issues. Thinking that your worth was based off of how much money you had in your bank account or something like that. But because for those of you who've really changed that around, your finances are going to improve. And not only that, you're going to have everything that this Ten of Pentacles talks about. They call this the having it all card. Long-term, solid, stable, happy, harmonious family, a blending of families, having kids of your own with this person, financial stability and security, maybe even getting a dog. Maybe you've wanted a dog. It doesn't resonate with everybody, but again, the tree of life is here. The Capella is here. You've gone through all those obstacles and you understood what the meaning of life was, and the tree of life, you grew, okay? You went through all these phases and you understood what you were supposed to do this lifetime. And your hard work is paying off. Well, you've been really seeking, desiring here, Gemini. It's going to come into the physical. This is a Pentacles card. This is 3D stuff. You won't have to worry about money again, is what I just heard. This is like a windfall of money, or you're marrying to a family, or, yeah, you're marrying to a family where there's a lot of wealth. For some of you, not for all of you. Somebody wants to build a family legacy with you here. There's also for that person who wants to come back into somebody else's life, either family's interfering with this, or something about abandonment with family, or you feel guilty, or this is, you know, woe is me because you had family things to deal with. Or there was something about you didn't no longer believe in traditional marriage, or you didn't believe that a happy family, that having it all was possible. But Spirit is telling you here today that that is possible. This is absolutely possible. It's just hard to achieve. A lot of healing has to be done. A lot of things have to be let go of. What did I say about hope? Hope and destiny, faith, right there, the star card. Your wishes are coming true, Gemini. Your wish has been granted because things are now aligning for this to happen. You've been hoping, praying, wishing for this. And now things are going to get better. No more financial issues. But for some of you, you weren't allowing this to get the best of you because you knew, like, okay, I just got to go with the flow. I just have to deal with the karma. I just have to deal with my situation and just let the wheel turn without me trying to control it. With all the challenges you went through, you maintained your inner peace. You didn't give in to the devil. You didn't give in to other stuff. You didn't listen to what other people were telling you. And this is also a home. See, that's why I was saying for somebody, there was something about moving, wanting to move to a new home, okay? This is it right here. But again, you have to be out of these low vibrational energies. And some of you, you've achieved that. Your wish has been granted, Gemini. You're going to have everything you need. You're going to have that marriage. You're going to have that blended family. You're going to have that dog. You're going to have that house with the picket fence and all the cars and maybe a mansion, because 10 of Pentacles could be about a mansion. Building a family legacy with your person, it's like the whole shebang right here. But that's because you did a lot of healing and you aligned yourself with your higher self and you trusted in the universe. You trusted in God. You listened to your divine guidance and you kept that hope and you kept that faith. And because of that faith that you had, Gemini, you're going to be greatly rewarded for that. Oh my God. What was that, Spirit? What was that? What was that? I try not to make these things long, but I'm like, you know what? My guides are like, Jess, what have we told you about that? All right, let's see what guidance we have for you. A lot had to come through in this reading. Some of you really, really, really needed to hear this. What's going on? I mean, what guidance do we have for Gemini? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Oh, I talked about a healer. Some of you need to talk to another healer or get mentorship from them or something like that. But it looks like those of you who are watching this, this is what your life's purpose is. Apparently, some of you are still stuck in the 3D world. You think that your 9-to-5 job is it? That could be part of your my way or the highway with the Queen of Wands and the and controlling the wheel of karma here. I don't know. I'm going to read it, but for some of you, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Or this is talking about you seeking the mentorship or guidance or counseling from a spiritual teacher to help you with whatever it is that you're dealing with. All right? It's like some of you think, okay, so I'm not trying to get on people, but this is what they want me to say. My guides are telling me that some of you have been trying to do your spiritual work on your own, or you've been trying to do the healing on your own, but apparently there's something that you're missing or I heard for somebody, you may not be doing it right, or somebody's giving you poor counsel. There may be somebody who's going to a tarot reader who is teaching them the opposite, or telling them things that are kind of making them feel low vibrational. All right? Be careful with that for whoever that is for. You're thinking they're an actual spiritual teacher when they're actually either trying to manipulate you, they're trying to make you feel worse, or there's something about their abilities that's not actually helping you to heal, is what I just heard. Okay? So some of you think that you can do this healing journey on your own, but what Spirit is suggesting that maybe you need somebody else's help to kind of get you going, and then you can continue to do your thing. And some of you are actually being called to be a spiritual teacher. That is your life's purpose. Some of you may know this. Your intuition may be telling you this, but you're afraid because you're thinking that you have to live this 3D world when you know you have a higher purpose, and it's this. And some of you are thinking that you can do this on your own, but there's something about asking the counsel or mentorship from another spiritual teacher. That's what I'm getting with that. And that could very well be with that Queen of Wands energy that we saw. Oh, I have this. I'm doing it my way, the highway. I can do this. But apparently you keep getting hit with karma. You're still lower vibrational. You think you're healing, but you're not. And this is going to trigger somebody. I know it. But this is the God honest truth. If you think that your life is okay, that you've been doing everything that you need, you feel that you're healed, there's some sort of delusion with this. Because with all these energies that came up, what I was saying, if you're feeling Five of Pentacles, you're not healed. There's something that's off. If you're feeling Five of Pentacles here, if you're focusing on the lack, if you're focusing on the low vibrational energies, if you don't feel like anything's working out for you, okay? If you're dealing with chaos and conflict and you're self-sabotaging, or you're doing way too much competition, I need to be better than somebody, I need to do it my way, the highway, I'm refusing to compromise. I'm refusing to work with somebody who can help me. I don't need that help. There's something with ego, guys. We saw the devil. All right. And again, I'm a no bullshit reader. But somebody has to hear this. Because you have a huge purpose here. And some of you are thinking like, nope, I got it in the bag. I know what I'm doing. Everything's okay. But what these cards are saying, some of you, no, it's not. You're in denial. And you know it. And you know it. There's this thing about a little bit of your ego. I don't need anybody. I'm going to do it this way, because maybe somebody told you to do it one way and you're doing it that way, but apparently it's not working. Because maybe that person is trying to be sugarcoating things. They're trying to sugarcoat things for you to get their services, or for you to be friends with them, or for you to listen to what they have to say. But if there's been no improvement really, and you know it, and your life is in chaos, and you're getting hit with your karma, and you're feeling Nine of Swords and Five of Pentacles, how can that be that your health is improving, that your healing is actually working, or what you're doing is working? It doesn't make any sense. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Easy Does It card. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. Emotional healing after that. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings of love. There's still healing. I told you, patience is a virtue. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. That's part of God's plan. You do not need to see it. Dietary change. See, there's something with health here. Improve your diet and your life will also improve. Holy cannoli. Let's read the spiritual teacher card. You drew this card because you've asked about your life purpose and career direction. This card indicates that you're a born teacher who gives advice and information to strangers, friends, and family members. Your natural counseling and teaching abilities will serve you well in a professional way. You may start out as a part-time basis and build up to a full-time career. If you need additional skill training, your inner guidance will direct you. Ask the fairies to help you with this training, including paying for it, and they'll open doors for you in many ways. Additional meanings are: investigate a career as a counselor or psychologist. The counselor is right here. I talked about counseling. Write articles or books and submit them to publishers. A message about a spiritual teacher validates your intuition. Give a workshop. Start charging money for your counseling or healing sessions. Easy does it. There's a lot with counseling there. Easy does it. Just as the dolphins ride the waves with joy and ease, so will the waves of your life carry you if you'll just relax and let everything flow. You see what I said? You drew this card because you've been trying to force something to happen, and the underlying fear has created blocks and barriers for you. Take some time to go outside in nature to help you relax. Let go of the situation and watch how quickly everything you desire occurs. Additional meanings are relax and have faith. Go play. Connect with the dolphins, take a sea salt bath, go for a swim, get out of your own way. Okay? There it is. I cannot make it up. Let's see what other guidance we have for you. What other guidance do we have for Gemini? I'm hearing this message, this reading definitely cannot be ignored. Pay attention. My guides are on fire. It's hilarious. What other guidance do we have for Gemini? You're on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. Some of you are debating, like, why am I going through all this stuff? You know, I should be deserving of something better. I think things should be better by now. You're doubting that you're on the right path, but look, if you're doubting that, it's right here. Confirmation that you are on the right path. Okay? Stop doubting. The path that you're on is not an easy one. I may be reading for a collective where you have some very challenging birth charts. You may have yods in there and other stuff, okay? Trust that you're on the right path. It's not easy, guys, when you're dealing with healing and light work and all this stuff, ascension, especially if you are in a divine counterpart connection, which is light counterpart, which I call it, or the twin flame stuff. It is not an easy journey whatsoever. You have to trust that you're on the right path. This is part of your evolution of the soul. You're growing. You're dealing with karmic debt. You're dealing with past life stuff. If you don't know about it, I can help you better understand what's going on, why you're going through what you're going through, and even what your contract looks like with your counterpart, and even what karma you're dealing with that you brought into this life. It'll help you to really better understand what you're dealing with, okay? But look, you're on the right path, and some of you are thinking that you're not. Aura cleanse. When you feel heavy or run out of luck, go swim at the beach and you'll feel unstuck. See something with, look, ocean, water, beach, take a vacation. You guys got to clear your energies. This also talked about a sea salt bath, okay? Really focus on clearing your energies, guys. Take better care of yourself, whoever needs to hear that. Medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. That's talking, that dietary change at the top of the deck is no joke, okay? Be yourself, even. Somebody's diet needs to improve. And your mental state needs to improve, too. There's something about medicine. Somebody's sick or something, and you've been taking medicine, or you're taking the wrong medicine. I don't know. That's for somebody. Butterflies. Whenever you see a butterfly flutter through the grass, it is to remind you of the love of those who've passed. Wow. I did channel that there was a loss of somebody in your family. That's for somebody specific. If you're resonating with this, Gemini, that means that they're here. They've always been with you. Maybe there's something between you, them, and butterflies. I don't know. Or when you see a butterfly pass by, that's your person who's passed on, who's trying to remind you, I'm here. I've always been here. All right. This is also about, oh my God. Huh. All right. They want me to say it. There's somebody here who has lost somebody in their family, and they want you to know that Tim is here in this reading. That's for somebody specific, okay? Somebody by the name of Tim is here. Yeah, I feel it. They're smiling. And they said, thank you for saying my name. Ooh, wow. Okay, that was for somebody. Sunrise at the bottom of the deck. Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. The sun always sets to rise. There's always a dawn after every, there's always a dawn in every new day, right? It's always darkest before the dawn. Remember this, because the light is always there. A lot of you have to really be in that light, okay? This is also about singing. Sing while you're winning, like Robbie Williams, his album, which is an incredible album. Why does the caged bird sing, right? Even though things are challenging, you may feel trapped or whatever, you're really not. Just sing anyway. And music, it really, really will raise your vibration, okay? Maybe you like to sing, but this is about just singing, and know that the sun is always going to come up, because it always does. The sun never sets, guys. Technically, it never sets, okay? Be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing near, your inner strength will keep you clear. Being strong with that Queen of Wands energy, but in the positive side. Look what I said before. You need to trust. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. I was telling you guys are doubting things. Some of you are doubting. Oh my goodness. This person, this butterfly, if your person is not Tim, okay, you have somebody who's supporting you with your spiritual path, okay? Especially with regards to you being a spiritual teacher. Oh my God, what a reading. Okay, let's see. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. What can you tell us about love and relationships for Gemini? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yep, there is a connection to Pisces, and this is water energy dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all right? Because I know for a fact that Pisces got this card too. You deserve love. You are lovable. You are lovable. Every single one of you. It doesn't matter what you've done. And I think I said the same thing with the Backstreet Boys song, as long as you love me. I don't care who you are, what you did, as long as you love me. There's forgiveness in that too. We all have a past. We all do stupid things. I'm one of them. I am not a saint. Okay? It took a lot for me to get here, but I had to do that work, and I had to get out of this too. Okay? You're lovable. Even if you get rejected and you get left out of the cold by significant others or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're not lovable, Gemini. You are a child of God, all right? Even if you've done dumb stuff that you think that might have caused other people to reject you, don't lose that confidence. Don't think that about yourself. You are worthy of so many things. Just because even when you get rejected from jobs, it doesn't mean that you're shit. It doesn't mean that you're less worthy than anybody else. It doesn't mean any of that. So some of you need to understand that. You are lovable. You do deserve love. So stop thinking that you don't. Look, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. See, I did channel somebody here very strongly that they know they want to come back to that person. Like I said, I love you. Please come back to me type of thing. But you're going to have to say something, or your person's going to have to say something. All right? Or your person's going to be expressing. Or that's why they've been having a hard time expressing their emotions to you, because they don't think they're worthy of your love. They don't think they're deserving because of how they treated you. That's for somebody here. I love you too much to not say something. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Without the truth, my love means nothing. Sometimes love is anything but easy. Casting Crowns. Look that up. Somebody might have been listening to that song too. That's come up on my feed. Somebody knows. Somebody loves somebody so much. But if that person doesn't know that, then kind of like, what good is it? Without the truth, my love means nothing. And love is definitely not easy, guys. Especially if you want the true love, it is not easy to get whatsoever. So somebody needs to hear that. I was trying to get that song. I think it was in Pisces' reading, but I don't know who it was, and I couldn't remember, and now I did. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. See? I'm getting that with the devil. Pay attention to the red flags within yourself, too. The doubt. All right? The fear, the anxiety, the stress. Other people telling you it's hopeless. Like, don't, whatever. It's not going to work out. Like, you're shit out of luck. No, no, no. They don't know your situation. And if you are a light counterpart, a twin flame, they definitely do not know this path. They do not know what your destiny is. They have no idea what this journey is about. Okay? So be very careful with this. Don't listen to your ego. There are also others of you, like some of you are, you know, if you've expressed your love to someone and they rejected you and you're trying to force them to say something or force the situation, or you said something to them again and they came back with like some harsh words or something, or it caused, you know, they're fighting you over it. There was like a conflict. There was an argument or something. Okay? Somebody got defensive. Red flag. They are not ready because you are not ready. Let go of the need to control your love situation. Let go of the control. Let go of the need to understand how this person feels about you, because you intuitively know. But somebody here is trying to get somebody to say it. No. You can't force somebody to say anything. That could very well be that Queen of Wands energy here. Pay attention to the red flags. If you're doing that, that means that's your indication to stop. Okay? Wow. All right, Gemini. That concludes your reading. I hope this helped you. Okay? You do have free will. I cannot tell you what to do, but if you were drawn here, you needed to watch this reading. I'm hearing it again. This definitely cannot be ignored. Pay attention. I did say pay attention, right? Pay attention to the red flags. They're there for a reason. And those red flags, if that's your ego battling you, you really got to get into Queen of Cups energy. Really surrender to God. Let God take over and just trust what your heart is telling you. Always follow your heart. What you feel in that gut is what is your truth. Okay? Don't try to force it out and don't try to deny it. Okay. I'm done here. This concludes your reading, Gemini. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess with Capella Wellness, starring out.